tomorrow operations.
Huh. Looks like it's locked by some sort of password.
Annoying. You know, I have no real need to oh, well, I do got two keys, and I could take advantage of the crafting bench in here. But yeah, I do have an itch to play something Borderlandsy, but like I said, I wouldn't touch the games while the other guy's there. Um, he's a jackass. I remember at some convention he came out singing how much. Came out with, I think it was him that came out with a song about how much he hated Gamergate or something. No, Gamergate's long since dead, but it was long since dead even at that point. And, you know, a lot of people like dragging its corpse around. So, given how I didn't, wasn't there singing the chorus with him, to put it one way, just figuring, like I said, never underestimate the pettiness of people. It'll bite you in the ass. Um, okay, you have to get it up to here. That's dickish. But that is actually insanely useful. Um, yeah, I think I was made my points clear enough there. It just, I feel like I kind of hit an awkward or touchy subject, so it's just like I want to make sure I vocalized it right. But yeah, it's just simply dude seems cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and you know, when you're let's playing something, the people who own the IP can bend you over a barrel whenever they want, and as far as I know, they're completely within their rights to do so. If they decide, I don't like your face, they're completely within their rights to DMCA my account and nuke the entire thing, provided I have enough videos for them to copyright strike. So it's just like, huh. I don't fancy, serving my ass to him on a platter. Speaking of which, I do actually have some Borderlands 2 videos privated on my account. I was going to release them way back when, but never ended up doing so. I will download them and take them off.
We've got to stop meeting like this, Detective. How am I ever... Don't you...
Alright. Oh, I got 3. I thought I had 2. Alright, good. That makes a return. Still sadly not enough. And some more brain goo. And they're jumping out. I know it looks like there's a big outline of door there. Welcome to the city. But anyway, it turns out Mobius is operating a cult.
Sounds like someone's in trouble. Those things will kill her if I don't do something.
Guten Tag! That'll do kill me! Ooh, ow. Need to learn to fire quicker, mate. You know that dodging thing? Ooh, it just took effect. It does annoy me that, Ooh. Ooh. Thank you. Please, sir, may I not have another? It annoys me that you can't aim. You can't shoot without aiming. You can't just fire from the hip, which with a gun like the shotgun should be perfectly viable. Just stand in the direction that they are, that they're in, and fire. That's all. Okay. I had the wrong idea for what type of shotgun this was. I was thinking it was a double barrel, somehow holding 4 shots.
It's okay, I took care of them. Please open the door. I need to ask you a few questions.
Have you seen my girl, Cheryl? God, you moved back quickly.
Thank you. You saved me. I thought I was a goner for sure.
Still might be.
Calm down. What's going on out there?
How am I supposed to know? If anybody should be asking what's going on, it's me.
Look, I just got here. I'm even more confused than you are.
Oh yeah? What's your name?
It's Sebastian. Sebastian Castellanos.
Well, then you're not as confused as I am. I can't even remember my own name. I don't know what day it is. I don't even know where I am. God, what's happening to me?
Just try to remember anything you can.
1 minute, I was in that office being interviewed by that Asian doctor lady. The next thing I know, I'm in this town I've never been to, wearing clothes I've never seen, and there's this guy who says he's my husband, telling me to run. I'm not married, mister. None of this is real. It can't be.
Remember, as we learned in the executioner thing, people in STEM start losing their memories. And the only way to save even a fraction of them is to kill every other being inside STEM. including the one doing the killing. And then they have a chance of reclaiming some portion of memory.
Let me ask you something. I'm looking for my daughter. She's 6 years old. Her name is Lily.
I haven't seen any kids out there. Nothing but those things.
Damn it.
6 years old? Oh, I'm sorry, mister. Poor thing. Being lost out there. I wish I could help you.
Me too. But I'm not giving up until I find her.
She'd be a lot older now than 6. I don't know how long it's meant to have been since, she died. But, at least... Okay. Basically, she will be older. Who knows her mental state? Being in STEM might have fucked with her development that way. But physically, fuck. I have no idea the time scale here. It's only been alluded to. Or, said, but then so much happens in between you can't remember. She could be 16 now. Like, we find out some dates, but we don't know the present date. So it's not too useful.
So you just woke up here a few hours ago?
Hours, days, I can't figure time. The last thing I remember was being in that office, like I said.
What office?
I needed some money, so I answered an ad looking for people to be in a sleep study. They took my blood and gave me a physical, and then that Asian lady asked me weird questions all day, and I don't understand what's happening.
Does the name Mobius mean anything to you?
I don't think so, but I can't remember much of anything.
Well, it's a good thing she's not a Sonic fan, or would have gotten involved in a lawsuit here. For those who don't get what I'm referencing, there was a comic. Everyone knows Sonic the Hedgehog video games. There is also a variety of comics that have come out of the series. Archie published a lot of them. They worked together on Sonic the Hedgehog comics for Archie and Sega had a relationship via the comics for quite a few years. I won't say I saw something saying decades, but it's been too long since I read it to say on more than generalities. A number of years, quite a few comics have been published under the Archie label. Eventually they left them and went with another crowd. Some writer during the time they were at Archie's, I don't know what triggered it, but he started no longer writing for Sonic or Archie, so I guess he tried to get back at them. Basically claimed ownership of certain characters, and he won the lawsuit. As such, Sega had to just drop them. So whatever plot threads were left over and whatnot have just been ignored. The Sonic the Hedgehog world up to that point had been called Mobius. If you say watch I think Sonic Underground, they say it plenty there. I caught a few episodes as a kid, but they they no longer use that name in later on Sonic stuff. Then sometime after that, they dropped being with Archie and went with a new label. I do know an Ascended fan is working on it now, and is seemingly pretty well liked by the community, like his works and whatnot. I think I've seen someone saying that he got the characters better than Sega themselves did. There is a recent arc, basically zombie robot thing. They spread a virus that turns organics into robot zombies. And if they're already a robot, then they just try and rip them apart. The robot Omega is reduced to naught but a head because of them. But yeah, Shadow gets attacked and turned by them. The fan writer apparently made a point that it would be the most sense for him to do X course of action, but Sega had a very kind of big, from what I'm hearing, kind of ignore character development and whatnot. No, he should be this way, and so he ends up just, getting chumped stupidly. Um, so yeah, they were also saying that he, like, there's various games or whatever where it makes it seem like Shadow does view the others as friends, or maybe it was in comics or something, Rouge and Omega. But then they come out and say, no, no, he just sees them as, you know, whatever, not friends, useful idiots or whatever. So it's just, eh. I know some creators are really weird about their characters sometimes, but yeah. I'm not really much of a. I've never gotten one of those comics. I cannot comment myself. I can merely say what I've heard. Um, Literally, as a kid growing up, all we had was Sonic the not Sonic the Hedgehog, Simpsons, Dandy, and Beano. That's all I ever got. It might be spicy and get the best of Simpsons comics, and that's it. Maybe Beano annual, but nothing special. And like not only once did I get a, like, say, a superhero comic, and that was a Spider-Man comic, and I liked it. I would have gotten more, but I never did. Um, all I remember about it is they had a story in it that centered around someone who had spider powers but wasn't Peter Parker. I think it might have been like Agent Venom, but it had a guy in a helicopter sticking a gun to his own mouth. He says a bit before blowing his own brains out. And I was rather surprised, as all the cape stuff I'd seen up to then had been rather, like, they might, kid friendly. Like, I saw the Spider-Man comics growing up as Spider-Man cartoon, growing up as a kid, the one from the 90s. Not the Ultimate, the other one. That ended with a ton of Spider-Man coming from the different universes, including one that was actually meant to be the voice actor from ours, and he gets to meet Stan Lee. Out of context, that sounds so weird, but it was fine. I saw bits of that as a kid. I saw bits of the X-Men cartoon that came out around the same time, that kind of thing. Um, Nothing ever having a guy Cobaining himself. So, yeah. It surprised me. I had no issue with it. Like, I'd read worse. I'd read Death Note at that stage. It just surprised me because I didn't think they had that kind of topics and did that kind of thing. Like I said, all I'd been seeing up to that point was, those cartoons, or I might have seen some of the the Batman Adventure stuff, where Joker never kills anyone, just hits them with Joker gas, which is in some ways worse. But yeah, you know. And then Simpsons, Beano, and Dandy, Dino. Yeah. But no one getting Cobain there. I know, shotgun, but anyway. Did you know that the episode Nirvana in Doom 2 the level Nirvana in Doom 2 has a super shotgun at the start, and Doom 2 came out the same year Kurt Cobained himself. Fun fact. Anyway, sorry for the tangent, but it was just, yeah. To get back to the point, the Mobius joke I keep referencing is that's the name they used to have for the Sonic the Hedgehog planet till the lawsuit, where they had to drop all the guys' characters and a number of others that they felt nervous about, I guess. Over 100 characters were dropped. I think most of them were owned by the other guy. Some of them weren't, though. So, yeah. It sucks. And the guy is trying to work on his own story now with those characters of his. But I don't think very few people are going to even look at it. I've seen the art and it's atrocious. Ugh.
What can you tell me about those things out there?
I don't know. All I know is that they'll kill you if they get the chance. You should stay away from them.
Any idea where they came from?
That guy who said he was my husband started acting all weird. Kept looking over his shoulder at something I couldn't see. Then all of a sudden, he's screaming and starts to change. Skin bubbling up. It was horrible. Next thing I knew, he was trying to kill me too.
So they used to be regular citizens. What's causing them to change like this?
I don't know anything. I can't help you, mister.
I'm gonna try to figure this out. Stay in here and keep the doors locked. It's not safe out there.
I'm not going anywhere, that's for sure. But thanks for saving me. You need anything from the house? Go ahead and help yourself.
Again, Seabass should kind of figure right now, you know, this is... Well, maybe he wants the exact cause. So yeah, I suppose it does make some sense. You know, last time it was Ruvik. This time, you know, who fucking knows? So it's just him wanting...
Let me ask you something.
You know, last time was Rubik. Maybe it's something else this time. Thank you. 12 handgun bullets. Breach it. So I suppose it's not completely nonsensical, but it just, on some level, bugs me. I feel like he should be more savvy than this.
Wish I could do more for her. But finding Lily is the best thing for everyone here.
Have you seen my daughter Cheryl? Shit. Ah, good. She pissed herself. Oh, this one did have cause. Guess my witch thing wasn't too far off. Also, shockingly, after like 7 years of nothing, Left 4 Dead 2 is getting an update to the Last Stand map. It's ridiculous. Obviously, by the time this comes out, that's old news, but yeah, it's new at the time. It's kind of the issue with having backlogs, as I do, but it makes it useful for like I haven't been able to upload in months. You know, you don't notice. I have so many videos coming out the wazoo, you wouldn't be able to notice. So yeah, it has its downsides, but it definitely has its benefits. Oh, none for it. Stab happy. Thinking about it, it's kind of like BioShock 2. Like, you start off trying to find your little sister, and she's no longer that little. Find you have to... got a little less hand bolts this time, I think. Um, well, that's what I'm
Wish I could
figuring.
do more for her. But finding Lily is the best thing for everyone here.
Um, that's she's grown up since. Again. I've been a bit off all day and it's quite frustrating. I know my brain just isn't fully firing. Quite irritating. Mum puts it down to a fibro thing, but I have no idea. I just know it's goddamn irritating. Just basically can't English right. Finally. These ones take way too much damage. Ooh. Improved shotgun pouch. I'm not sure if we can reach this point anymore. No, we can't. Road's gone.